Hi guys, welcome back to Deliberate Conscious and Candid Talks. It's been such a long time, guys. I missed you all, but I don't like to just come on here and just say nothing. I like coming here when I really truly know that I'm gonna give you value for your time, and this is why I had to take such a long time. But every time, guys, I say God's timing is the best, and I think this is the time He had purposed for me to just come and share what He's been putting into my heart. It's been a season of learning. It's been a season of experiencing God in different ways. And today I came on here to talk about waiting on God and what's that like, and how how do you control depression. Because guys, it's so easy to get caught up and get depressed about not having what you had desires, because we all have desires in our hearts. Like I've been in a season where I'm praying for something currently, and it's something that felt at some point like I couldn't do without. Allow me not to mention it right now, because again, it's not good to preempt. But the thing is, I think God has been teaching me to desire Him more than any other thing you want in this life. And I feel like, guys, we don't take advantage, like we don't utilize the presence of God as we should. We don't give ourselves time to know God and what He purposes for us all in this life. Because through this season where I've been praying for something, consistently, and in the beginning it was hard, because I was like, okay, God, I don't think I can do without this thing. I feel like I need it. I feel like I'm just going to fall apart without it. But I love what God has been doing into my heart, and just showing me that, what, my child, the only thing you cannot do without is myself. Every time you try and cultivate a relationship with God, He teaches you that He is actually able to do exceedingly abundantly, far above what we can ever think or imagine. And the nature of the desires of our hearts is that sometimes we feel like we cannot do without it. But again, the nature of God is that He comes through in a way that you never expected. God has a way of showing up for you in a way that He replaces that which is in your heart with desiring for Him more. You begin to desire His presence more than you desire whatever it is that you're struggling with. May it be, I don't know, it can be a job, it can be a relationship, it can be anything that you've been praying for. And God just shows you that, what, my child, I have a way of helping you, like, go through this season of waiting without falling apart. Exactly. So, as in, for me, He's been showing me that, what, girl, um you can be able to stand the test of time. And I just want to shape you up in a way that helps you understand that the greatest need a man can ever have, or a woman, so to speak, is the desire to have God in our lives. And guys, honestly, I feel like, see that song that says, "What a friend we have in Jesus, all our sins and griefs to bear." I mean, what a friend we have in Jesus. As in, the moment you learn to seek God in everything that concerns you. Because just the other day I was thinking, oh my goodness, what is wrong with the human race? Like, why do we not involve God in everything that we have to do? Because He's the author and the finisher of our lives, guys. And we should involve Him in everything. Whether you want to put up a business, whether you want to begin school, I don't know, anything that is in your heart, I think we should involve Him a bit more. Because I feel like some of the reasons why we have so many suicide cases is because we have emptiness. We are running to the wrong things. We have not taught our hearts how to go to God every time we are experiencing a certain situation, we're experiencing uncertainties in our lives. Because God is there, God is present in our lives. Like, He is always there. But if we don't know how to seek His presence, then we're just going to be wasting it. Like, He's given us His presence so freely and so readily, but because we don't have the habit of consulting God, then we end up falling apart, guys. And I remember just the other day I was struggling with a particular thing, and all the time I kept saying that every time, I think how to deal with this thing is, every time I'm feeling weary, I'll be going on my knees. And trust me guys, I learned the hard way. At first I wasn't doing that. I just used to, use my own understanding. But right now I'm happy to say that I still don't have what I'd like to have. I still don't have not achieved what I have been, desiring. But honestly, the peace that is in my heart is unexplainable, and I love it. I love how I'm going through this season of waiting on God. I love how right now I'm in a place where I'm telling God, you know what, God, I want this thing so badly, like I desire it so badly. But even if you don't give it to me, I am comfortable with your will, because I know your will supersedes my desire. I am happy to say right now that even though I don't get that thing that I so much desire, I trust God that He will give my heart peace. He will give me peace. He will give me joy. He will give me satisfaction. He will satisfy my heart, because He only can do that. And I want to encourage you guys that honestly, like, please stop wasting the presence of God. Stop underutilizing the presence of God in your life, because it's because you have not trained your heart to consult God with everything that you feel overwhelmed, guys. As in, we feel overwhelmed because we have not yet known where to take our concerns, where to take our troubles, where to take our pain. And He says that ask and it will be given, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. We are not yet confident in what God can do in our lives, and I ask you guys to test Him. Honestly, test Him. I know sometimes, our minds are limited, our hearts are limited, and we think that, I cannot move on with my life if I don't get a particular thing. I cannot move on with my life if this relationship does not work. I cannot move on with my life if ABCD does not happen. But that's not the case, guys. God has a way of replacing your desires with so much happiness and so much joy that sometimes you look at yourself and you'll be like, oh my goodness, how did I get here? But it's because God is intentional with your lives, my people. God is intentional and He's not backing down. You just need to embrace that peace. You just need to embrace that love. You just need to learn how to consult God. And I mean, He already designed your life, guys. He already designed your life. And this is why I believe that today He has a purpose and a reason as to why He wants you to be the one listening to this word that I'm giving today. And believe me, it's encouraging not only you but also me. Every time I speak about the presence of God and how it just gives you overwhelming peace and helps you learn to depend on Him solely and not just the desires of your heart, it encourages me also. And this is why I'm here to just tell you guys that train your heart to consult God. Train your heart to just run to Him in everything. It doesn't matter how small or big your situation looks. God is concerned with every tiny little bit of your life. And I want you guys to go and read Psalms 139. It's just going to tell you the nature of God, because sometimes we underlook the nature of God. Sometimes I don't think we have the full picture of the nature of God. God is concerned about your life, honey. And even when you're crying, it's okay to cry, because we are human and we are limited. And well, limited, you see, when I say limited, I don't say that. Yeah, we are limited, but in the presence of God, we are not limited. We can do exceedingly abundantly far above what you can ever think or imagine, as long as we involve God in our lives. So guys, I'm encouraging you. Honestly, there's nothing that's above Him. There's nothing that's too big for Him. He's going to come through for you. That miracle that you're looking out for, He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. He's the God of Abraham. He's the God who gave Abraham a son at that age, and Sarah, guys. He's the God who gave Hannah a child. He's the God who has given Kambua a new name. Right now she's called Mama Nate. He's the God who will make you cross that river, that valley, that mountain, guys. He is the same God yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and He's not changing, guys. He's not changing. So keep trusting Him, keep building a relationship with Him for your sake, because Him is there. He's always ready. He's at the mercy seat just for you. So put your trust in Him. Learn how to consult God in everything, and He's going to fulfill the desires of your heart, guys. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. And I pray that whatever it is that you're looking out for, you're looking forward to having, you're gonna have it in Jesus' name. But first of all, seek God. Seek God, and He's going to align everything that concerns you. You know, He's going to align your will and His will, so that you will be at peace with whatever it is that He decides to do for you. And having said that, see you in my next video. Please be patient with me. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and let's grow together and be, happy in this life and be different, and guys are gonna be encouraged by the lives we live, just because we know God and we love God and we've embraced His presence. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.